Well, hi everybody. It's the 7th birthday for home organist and keyboard players. This year seems to have gone round really quickly, but of course, because of the COVID virus across the world, it's made the year a bit of a strange one. Many of you are back in lockdown. We've been here and had it here. We were lucky because New Zealand, we were 2 islands, 5,000 kilometres away from anybody else, so we didn't really get it badly. But anyway, we've had another year behind us. The group's still going well. I'd like to thank you all for the work you've all done, keeping it going, sharing our music and our friends. Oh, I've got an itchy nose. Typical. The thing is that there's a lot of heartbreak going on in the world. I've picked a few of you up playing live. In fact, last week Thursday I managed to pick up Chris Powell and his wife Joanne playing. It was very nice. Because when I started the group, it was after the Chris Powell used to appear with Brett Wells on the Organ Facts radio show, and it stopped, so that was when I got the idea of home organists and keyboard players. But that was nice to see Chris play. Anyway, we're still here, we're still going strong. Facebook unfortunately is playing around with its settings. I'm managing to keep the original Facebook settings because apparently if you are an admin for a group, you can keep the old setting going for a while. But yeah, I don't use a cell phone. Mine's a desktop computer with a screen, you know, because I need the eyes. I need to be able to see it properly. And yes, it's having its moments, Facebook, but we're still going at the moment. In the last year, we've had quite a few new members, lost a few. The music's still going strong, and we've got some lovely players, lovely friends in the group. There's a few in the group who are having hardships at the moment with health, and I'd like to send them all our best wishes. It's not fun for anybody. Susan's got one more week to do at work. She finishes work officially on Friday next week, 6th of November. She's been there since 10 years ago, 1st of July, because she started work where she is at the moment on our wedding anniversary, but she was 65 in 5th of August. So when she's finished, there'll be no more taking Sue to work in the morning and picking her up. So I have more time on her hands. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to see a few more of you. If I don't comment, it's not because I don't care. There are lots of people in the group who can comment and pass good wishes on. I don't do it all the time. I've got a few issues that I can't focus on things for long periods, so don't ever think that I don't see your posts. I tend to see all the posts. I just don't comment on them all the time because you'd get sick of my comments. Just like when I started the group, you would have been sick of seeing me play because most of the first playing, unless it was something I shared from YouTube, it was me. Even I get fed up with me. But seriously, we've opened a new section. I've not put much into it yet. It's called demonstrations, organ keyboard demonstrations. There's a few bits in at the moment. If any of you have any links to videos or anything that you think would go in any of either the demonstration section or the help with playing section, please send me the link, tell me about it, and I will just add it to the section, because you can go in those without having to page all the way back to Facebook looking for the original article. Just go the right hand side. Well, it is on a normal Facebook, the right hand side, it's got the two sections named help with playing and demonstration. Just click on it and it will list all the ones that are in it. So there's 27 videos or 27 posts in the help with playing section, and I think there's 7 at the moment in the ordinary demonstration section. So if you want to have a look at those, help yourself. I've tried to put a little bit of something for everybody in. Some of the things, you look at something and it's a little bit maybe too heavy for you, but you get 1 or 2 ideas out of it. You don't pick it all up, you just get something that helps you, and that's how it goes. Excuse the shorts and shirt, by the way. We've had some, with spring here, this is the equivalent of the last day in April in the UK. We were supposed to get 23 degrees this morning with rain. It's been 28 this afternoon, which in the old figures is 82 Fahrenheit. It was supposed to be 23, which would be 72 Fahrenheit or thereabouts. So it became a bit of a hot one. At the moment, this is what, 11:15 at night time, so there's no heating on in the house. It's not bad. But I thought I'd get this video sorted. Last year I sat, I don't know if anybody remembers last year's birthday video, I sat on the estuary for the Avon in South Brighton, or South New Brighton, in an area which used to be houses, which was sort of linear walk now. And as I was doing this message, a lot of people walked past and said hello and all the rest, and the wind blew and it blew across and you could hear it on the microphone, so I thought I'll just knock this one off at home. So I was just having a little bit of play because I've just been focusing back on piano settings on the organ. I've been working a bit with the keyboard. In fact, I don't know if you can see, I'll bring the camera around. That's the GA3, of course. This is my my KN6000 Technics. So they're both there, organ and keyboard. I don't play them both together, obviously. But yeah, but of course the organ, which lives here, corner of the front room, is actually going to go into, it'll go into that corner, well, up against the window, in the dining area, because this is an L-shaped room, in December, because the Christmas tree will finish up here. So the organ will go in there and the keyboard will probably finish up next to it. But of course my other hobby, besides the organ, is, yes, my watercolours. If anybody who's seen, this is our fireplace, but those are my paintings on the fireplace. And that one down there. So if I get focused in on that, I can't play the organ. It's just one of those oddballs. It's just an issue I have to deal with. But anyway, going back to, actually it might be too close now. Let's take the camera back a bit. Yes, so for those of you who've not really picked me up, I'm Robin Melling, obviously, in it. I started the group a long time ago. But if you have any problems, any issues, contact me or contact any of the admin. We sort them out. Somebody put a complaint in about a post the other day, and I deleted the post because I agreed with it wasn't suitable. It's always difficult when you accept people into the group. I mean, we are a closed group. We don't just let people come in. But people come in and we'll try and keep it non-political, non-religious, non-cultural really. Always a funny thing because obviously I play hymns and church music. So do others, but we generally keep it in such a way that it doesn't get argumentative, and of course we like people to share their music. It doesn't matter whether you're a really ace player or somebody who fudges along like me, or you're just a beginner. I mean, it's fine to share your first time you've ever recorded, your one line special with 2 chords, with mistakes. It doesn't matter. The important thing is you've done it. And if you share it, you'll feel better in yourself. And you're not going to get a lot of people saying, "Oh, you're rubbish here. This is crap." You know, it doesn't work like that. Otherwise, I'd play and people would be saying, "Oh, it's full of mistakes and all the rest." It doesn't matter. I play for enjoyment. I enjoy my playing. I play for me. My audience is Susan, if she's in. Sometimes I record it. Sometimes I record it and share it on the group. So you're my other audience. I've been in 1 or 2 other groups, of course. But it's like my paintings. I'm in a few watercolour groups, although I haven't shared anything on any recently. And I'm now thinking of starting a help for people who want to start watercolour painting, because I've been doing it, I suppose, now for about 6 years, because I came from nowhere. I had no painting experience, no drawing experience, nothing, and I got into it because of the memory issues I had, and I just took to painting landscapes, and I enjoy it. I'm creative with it. I put feeling in when I paint, same way when I play, because I play by ear, not for music, and when I'm playing from here in the heart, and I paint the same way. So I put the feeling in, and hopefully I'll bring out something that would help people who just want to get into it without being frightened off, because it's a bit like the organ. I mean, the old days when you bought an organ, it still costed a fortune, but there's not many people make them now. When my dad bought the Lowry Citation Spinet in the early 70s, it was £1,165, although he got some Part X off the Thomas Playmate we had. And then a couple of weeks later, Labour decided to put VAT up to something stupid like 40% on luxury items, and organs were classed as luxury items, not musical instruments. So all the organs went up 40%. The VAT didn't last up there for very long, but it was expensive then, and you'd frighten people off. And the same goes for the watercolour painting. I mean, the paint cost a lot, paper can cost a lot, but I'm just going to try and get people who are interested just to give it a go on a learning basis and cheaply, and and then if they take to it, it's fine. If they don't, well, that's, at least I'll have known I've done something to help. A bit like how I did this group, really, because it was to help people like myself who had no audience. If you're new to the group, hello, welcome. We don't we don't welcome every single person now like we used to. When it first started, I personally welcomed the first 1,000 members to this group. Every single person who joined got a personal welcome from me. I had to create the admin team in the end because there's too many. It was a little bit heavy going for me in the end. It was just a joke saying I'd created a monster, because I was never sure how long the group would last for, and 7 years, so brilliant. But no matter where you are in the world, if you find the group's not friendly for some reason, let me know. Let one of the admin know. We should always be friendly to each other. Life's too short. If you don't like being friendly with people and sharing the music, and it's not your scene, well, just leave the group. It's okay, there's plenty of others out there, plenty of other groups. If there's something you feel we should have in it, let me know. I'd like to be able to get something for, I mean, because I play by ear, I'm very much a melody player, and I play very thin on the right hand, which is why I'm working a little bit on doing it piano style, on the piano. So somebody with some suggestions on that, or some videos on that, would be great, because I've put them in the help with playing section. Other than that, I won't keep you any longer. It's a strange year across the world. I see there's a flare up now in France with the virus again. Susan said to me tonight, we've had somebody else has got it in the community, a community case. I'm not going to get into what they've done over here, because we just had an election, and I'm amazed at the result of the election. So there's been some strange happenings going on over here with the virus cases. But as I say, it's something everybody's had to put up with. I know a lot of the people, or a lot of you who gig, can't get out and gig anymore. My own daughter and son-in-law, they gig because she sings and he plays the guitar, and they had to pack in for a while. Hence, they started doing a live in the lounge session every week. I think it's down to one a fortnight now. But because of the restrictions are all lifted over here, they're back out gigging. But I know a lot of you can't anymore. So yeah, you have to grit your teeth. It'll all sort itself out in the wash, no doubt, as they say. And yeah, maybe next year be better. If somebody actually does manage to come up with an antidote, it would be brilliant. So, another year gone by. We're all still here. I'd like to thank the admin team, as always. Whenever there's a problem, they're in, sort it out. And most of all, I'd like to thank you, because without you, there wouldn't be a group. The group, everybody in this group is as valued as everybody else. I never ever made any secret about that. You're all as important as each other. Don't ever think because you're a one-finger player and you're only learning that you don't have the same respect and rights in this group as everybody else. Because we've all been there, we've all done it. We all make mistakes. Recording's one of the hardest things. You play perfectly well as soon as you press the record button, goes up. I saw Johnny Williams, a while back, John Williams, 1994, and he was professional, brilliant player. And he said it was always brilliant till he pressed the red record button. As soon as he pressed the red record button, Johnny Walker it was, sorry, not Johnny Williams, Johnny Walker. He said, as soon as I pressed the red record button, it all went to pieces. So, do your recordings, share them. You'll feel better for actually sharing it. I have some of my paintings in our local New Brighton Art Gallery. In fact, the calendar they produced for 2020, next month, November, is one of my paintings, is actually on the calendar for next month. It says Robin on it, but it doesn't tell you any details about it. But I've got 9 paintings in there at the moment and 4 of my poems, so that's a different story, but it gives people a chance to look at them, and I feel better then because somebody's seen what I've produced. And last month, September, they actually sold one of my paintings. I've actually had a painting sold. Of all the paintings that was in, it was the one I had in for the cheapest price, and I didn't think it would sell, and somebody liked it and they bought it. So I've actually sold a first painting. I've had paintings in there last year and this year, so that's my first ever painting sold. Yeah. But I paint for my enjoyment, so. Anyway, happy birthday everybody. 7 years today. Amazing achievement. You know, we're still here. We still talk to each other, we're still friends. And we care. And if you've got a problem learning or problem with your organ or keyboard or whatever, just let us all know and we'll see what we can do.